Hi guys and gals, Jay Russell, brown belt instructor here at Ross Martial Arts and Fitness Academy in Demopolis, Alabama. I got my Uki, my stepson, undefeated MMA fighter Brett Schroeder here. We're going to add a lengthy series here. This one's going to give you 5 submissions that you can use in a chain attacking from the mount. Last video we were working some sweeps. Well, what if you get the mount? Now you need to attack. So Brett.
Back up.
All right, so first let's talk about the mount, right? If I just got this sweep and I didn't maintain control of the arm because we were working a sit-up sweep here, I might Superman out, parachute out here in order to take a break because maybe I just worked hard to get here. But Brett is doing what most people are going to do when you get mount. Once they've been taking jiu-jitsu a little while, they know the number one thing they have to do is protect their arms, be ready to shrimp, and so he's going to have his elbows in. So when I come up to mount to attack, a lot of times they're going to have their elbows buried and their arms low. If you can catch them and you can pull them up and bump up to a high mount, that's great. This is a much better mount position. Notice how his arms are pretty much, he's giving his arms to me. He has no choice on the matter because of where I'm sitting. But high mount is also better because now I'm sitting on Brett's chest. It's making it harder for him to breathe. And you want them to be uncomfortable when you're mounting them without you having to do anything. This is all gravity working on your side. But Brett's too savvy for that. So as soon as I get my mount position here, Brett's already digging those elbows in. He's not going to let me get that high mount. Low mount I can work from, but it's not as good as high mount. So I'm going to have to trick him into giving me the high mount. So here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to use the first submission that we're going to talk about, and that is a no-gi Ezekiel choke. All right? So Ezekiel choke works where I'm going to take this arm. It's going to go behind Brett's head. We get some shoulder pressure working in his neck. Then I'm going to sneak the other hand over, and I'm going to try to grab my bicep on this side as this hand goes in front of Brett's neck. A lot of times I'll slip it in here. That hole right there is where his neck's at. Then by straightening my arms out, I can close up. It's a painful choke. It's no fun to be there. And he's going to know that really quick when he feels that arm, that forearm come over his throat. Now, there are different grips, but I like that one. I like the sneak that hand over grip. So I'm going to get that arm behind his head, and I'm going to post a little bit more of my weight on this side. This is an important detail because I'm losing my post on this side when I put this arm back here. So I have to have a little weight distributed in case Brett tries to roll us in that direction. I can distribute my weight more over here and keep that from happening. All right, once I'm here, remember I'm sneaking it in. So I sneak this hand up and over, and I start locking, and look what Brett does. Immediately, he's going to bring those arms up to try to control that choking arm because that's one of the first things you learn when somebody's trying to choke you, control the choking arm. So when his arms come up to control it, I can abandon my Ezekiel attempt at that time and just scoot up into a higher mount, all right? Trying to maintain control of these arms, okay? Now, a couple of things about the high mount. It is better for a lot of reasons, but it also is easier for him to move his lower body. So you got to be looking out for flexible people who will bring their legs up and grab you and try to throw you off, start a scramble going. So stay low, keep your head low, and one good trick you can do to keep them from being able to bump you very well is you can grab the head and lift the head off the mat. Drop that elbow a little bit so that isolates that shoulder, and then I can start working from here, right? Because lifting the head and dropping the shoulder just takes a little oomph off of Brett's ability to roll us and bridge up here. So when I'm ready to get to my next mount position, which is the S mount, I'm going to reach over and grab the elbow, lift this arm, and then I'm going to bring this leg over and try to get that leg, that foot, the ankle, the back of my calf under this shoulder on this side. Now, I'm not really pinching together as much as I am kind of twisting to make everything tighter. But I want him tight, caught between this knee under this shoulder and this ankle or my heel under that shoulder. I'm still putting pressure down, still lifting the head. At that point, he's going to want to push. He's going to want to try to break me back in this direction because if he does, he can roll up. So I'm going to bury my weight and I'm going to scoop the arm on this side. Now with a gi on, I'll grab my gi, but no gi, I come and scoop the arm and try to grab my shoulder here. That's all I need. When I'm ready to set up my first attack, armbar on this side, I lean over, I can take my weight to this side with this post. That frees up the weight off that leg. The leg comes over, I lock off on Brett's head there. My first attack is a straight arm lock. If the wrist is in the right position with the thumb out, I can push my chest forward, my hips forward, my chest back, and there's my first attack. If Brett's savvy to this, and he grabs his arms together, he prevents me from straightening it out, no problem, I just go traditional. Slide off to the side, hook his leg on this side, and still, my hand on my shoulder, start stretching. If he's super strong and I can't break that grip easy, I can use the inside leg, break the grip, ease it back, finish the arm bar. So, from the beginning, it's already 3 submissions. Got to sneak it. So start working my Ezekiel. His arms come up. I go to high mount, controlling the head. All right, and when I'm ready, reach over, lift the elbow, S mount, pinching everything, keeping his head controlled. Hug this arm and grab my shoulder right here, keeping my weight low. That crowds his arms. It makes it easier to grab him. And then when I'm ready, post out a little bit to the side, leg comes over, lock down good. There's my first attack. He grabs his hands together or he's just too strong. I'm not able to get that first one. I go to the side, hook the leg, still trying, use my inside leg, break the grip, arm bar from there. Now,
1 minute left.
there's your first 3 attacks. Ezekiel, that'll give you the high mount. Even if you can't get anything else, high mount, you can work a lot more. Remember, when you're ready, S mount position, post, straight arm lock, he grabs, traditional arm bar. 3 submissions. Next video, we're going to add a couple more. So you will have a 5 submission chain. All right, guys. See you next video. Os.